Hello. I just wanted to put a quick warning at the beginning of this video. The video I'm about to play, I recorded 2 days ago. I was having an extremely rough week. Very rough 2 days in particular. And I was just very sad. I was very depressed. I was missing my husband, Justin, insanely. And I just needed to get some things out. And one of the things I was referencing in the video is a video that I watched that I couldn't quite put the words together that I was trying to explain. And what I was trying to explain was that this video, that I watched was definitely made to comfort the living, just to give you comfort in knowing that when your loved one passes, whatever pain, struggles, anything that was going at the time does not go with them. Everything stays behind. They pass with love. They pass with loved ones at their side. They're never alone. And just made to comfort the living in knowing that, your husband was not in pain or suffering. And that's something that I couldn't quite get the words together. And I posted stuff before, like on my Instagram, about every time I feel like my husband's not around, I don't feel his energy, something happens to let me know that he is there and he's still with me. He knows what I'm going through. And it happened today, which does comfort me in just knowing that I had a really rough week, and at the end of it, he did a little something to let me know he was there. And what that was for me today was, one of my favorite places to eat is Baja Fresh. And we used to go there all the time. In the beginning, he really had no opinions on it. He'd never really eaten there. And the more we started going, the more he really started to like it. And it became one of our favorite places. And I haven't been there in a very long time. I mean, I would say months. I haven't been there. And I've been craving it. And I decided after work today, I was going to go pick up some Baja Fresh. And I shit you not, there's one in Boca Park, and not just pulling into the Boca Park parking lot, but as I was pulling into the Baja Fresh parking lot, Alkaline Trio came on. And if any of you don't know, Alkaline Trio was my husband's absolute favorite band. And for them to come on the radio as I was pulling into Baja Fresh, somewhere where we used to go all the time, that was just, I felt like that was him letting me know, I'm still here. So this ended up being longer than I expected, but just warning, this video is a little raw. It's a lot of emotion, a lot of tears. So if you don't want to see that, I understand. But I am feeling better today. And we will be celebrating his birthday next week. So have a good day. Bye. Hello. I've been having a rough week. I think with Justin's birthday coming up next month, and we actually are doing a trip to honor his birthday next week. I think a lot of that is weighing on me right now, and I've been extremely sad. And I watched this movie yesterday that I've been wanting to watch for a while. I think it was called like Voicemails to Isabel or something. And I thought I was ready to watch it. I thought I could handle watching it. And, you know, it's like, you're fine while you're watching a movie. You know, I cried a couple times here and there. And as soon as the movie was over, it's like that distraction is gone and reality sets in that, like, my life is not a movie. You know, at the end of this, it's a movie. For me, it's not. It's reality. Like, my husband is gone. You know, in a month, it's going to be 1.5 years that he's been gone. And that sucks. Oh, there they go. And I broke down after watching this movie yesterday. And I recorded a little video, but it's a little, I don't know, it's a little too raw. That, oh my goodness. Do you hear them? I don't know, I think I might not be comfortable posting it, and it might make people uncomfortable to watch it. And then at work today, this woman came in. She was trying to do something nice and buy breakfast for her son. And he was like, hey, while you're out, can you grab me some beer? So she stops in to my new job and buys some beer. And I notice her necklace. Just like mine on the back, there's like a little screw because this actually holds cremains. And I could see the screw on the bottom of hers, and it's just like one that Justin's mom got for me that I have hanging in my car. And so I asked her about it. And it was for her mom. And her mom and dad passed away. First, her dad passed away. 2 months later, her mom passed away. And then she was also telling me that her brother had also passed away. And so, you know, I told her my husband had passed away. And we were just talking about the hows and the whys. And, you know, where was he? Was he in a hospital? And I started to tear up while I was talking to her, and I had other customers, and like, I'm not crying. I'm not like, ugh. But tears are coming down, and I'm still ringing people up. And she says, you know, why don't you go grab a tissue? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm okay. I continued ringing people up, and then as soon as we were done, we continued talking. And she was just, even though like it wasn't her husband that passed away, we still had this common ground that we were both dealing with grief. And we had similar pieces of jewelry, you know, for the same reason. And it was really nice to talk to somebody going through the same thing. And before she left, you know, she introduced herself and shook my hand. I introduced myself, and she said, I'll come back, and I'm going to come back and visit you. And I was like, okay. I was like, please do. You know, I really enjoyed talking with you today. And the whole rest of the day was just like having to hold back. This was like 8 a.m. So the whole rest of the day having to hold back like this, just this river of tears and emotions, and now that I'm home, like, I just watched this video with this psychic medium guy on, you know, what people feel when they pass. I don't know, I think I don't know, I think that was what broke the dam for me today. And I just was bawling my eyes out on the couch watching this video, even though everything about this video was I don't want to say it was, it's nice for the person who passes, because according to them, they're not alone. They're not in pain. They're greeted with loved ones and pets, and everything sounds really nice for them. But yeah, so I'm just having a rough week. And with my new job, getting time off is a little harder than my previous job. And Loopy has a bunch of doctor's appointments and physical therapy appointments, so we're not actually able to go to Disneyland and celebrate on Justin's birthday like I originally wanted to. So we're going, next week is the concert, the start in Long Beach. And we just kind of figured, since we're already going to be out there for the show, why don't we go early and celebrate his birthday early? And I think I'm just getting really nervous about that. And I have an appointment with my therapist on Tuesday, so that's going to be like so nice to talk to her again, and I know she's going to help kind of give me what I need to get through this. I kept reading that like year 2 is hard, and I was kind of like, why? What makes year 2 harder than year 1? Like, year 1 is your first of having to celebrate their birthday without them, you know, the first holidays without them, like my first birthday without him, all these firsts. So it makes year 2 so much harder. I don't know what makes it harder, but yeah, year 2 sucks. All of it sucks. So, I don't know. Sometimes I feel very like pent up, and I feel like I need to talk, but I don't necessarily want to talk to anybody in particular, and doing this kind of helps me get everything out I need to get out without having to. And it's not that I'd be a burden on anyone, but sometimes I just need to talk alone, you know. And even though this isn't really alone, it helps me just, I don't know, it just helps me. It helps me get out and decompress, and I'm just, my heart goes out to anybody that's grieving. It sucks. And pray you never have to go through it.